I'm back. So random, I know. I am actually staying in a hotel tonight because I don't know. It is June 18th. June 18th is actually the day that me and my ex got married. And it would have been 10 years today had we stayed together. So I kind of needed to like change of scenery and get away, you know. One of my girlfriends invited me out, so it's like, yeah, let's do that. Because I think sometimes when you're at home, the kids were with him tonight, so it's just like I have more time to let those thoughts, get to me and start thinking about what could have been, what should have been, regrets, all kinds of stuff. And Facebook doesn't help because I feel like I have like gotten rid of pictures or just different things like that, and for some reason the wedding picture keeps popping up. It popped up yesterday. It's actually one of my favorite pictures from the wedding, and it's one of those things where I can't say that there are regrets to me getting married because I wouldn't have my two kids. So, I can never say that I regret it because that would mean I couldn't have Darianella. So there's that. But it does mark like this thing where all these people anniversaries are coming up and people are celebrating and going out of town and doing all kinds of things, and it's just hard not to like see your failure, right, in your marriage. And I'm doing a lot better than I was last year, but I feel like I would have been better along if I didn't have a situation where, a boyfriend of over a year just decides to just disappear. You know what I mean? Like, I would have like had plans. We would have done stuff. We would have had, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been like a way to kind of get my mind off of that anyway. Like, I would have been like, I'm in a stable relationship. I'm I'm in a good place. You know what I'm saying? Because actually we were dating when my last anniversary was there. So it wasn't, trying. So it's just like a lot. It's a lot of emotions. Feeling a lot of things. I have a lot of feels right now. Nick, go ahead and get your mind right because we're going to have some conversations about this. But just a lot of feels. Just not even from the marriage and how that didn't work, but just how the relationship didn't work. We're not together, me and D. So, so there's that. It's a lot. So hence me staying in this hotel called the Sonesta. It's actually pretty nice. I had to get like a new room. It's supposed to be like non-smoking. And as soon as I went in the room, I was like, that's funny. Because I look at the sign and it was like, it said non-smoking on there. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I put non-smoke, But they said it's a non-smoking hotel. So I was like, all right. So I was like, maybe they got the rooms mixed up. But no, it was non-smoking. So I was like, maybe people next door are smoking. And so then I'll just give it some time and it'll go away. It never went away. It's like it's in the room, it's in the pores, in the walls, in the in everything, and it's like that stale smell of cigarette smoke that just would not go away. Now I'm already having allergy issues right now, and no, I don't have COVID again because I know the difference now. But I'm already having allergy issues, and so I'm like, I know, this is gonna make it worse, because I feel my throat starting to hurt. And so anytime I'm around cigarette smoke, my throat starts hurting and it's just over. and I get a headache. And so if I go into like bars that have like allow smoking and stuff, I can't. So, and I was like, I just don't want to be that person to make like a stink or whatever. And so I tried to wait it out, but it just never got better. And I was just like, nope. My throat started closing. And it's like, to me, I can deal with the runny nose, sneezing, cough. I can just deal with all of those things, but a sore throat, I can't deal with. I can't. Out of all the things that could be wrong with me, I can't deal with that one. So I am not going to have a sore throat on behalf and pay for it on top of that. No. So I called the front desk, and they sent somebody up, and the lady was like, she took her mask down. She was like, okay, I'm not smelling it yet. I said, just sit, because at first you don't smell it initially. You smell like the spray they sprayed around it. You know what I mean? The cover up spray. So it's like, it's just hint underneath it, and it just takes a minute for it to like settle. And I have the curse of my mom, where it's like that super sensitive sense of smell. I can smell when people have eaten like curry, marinara sauce, anything like garlic, and like I can smell it in their skin. Like it's the worst. It's the worst. I know it's terrible. Like, if you were pregnant ever, when you get that super sensitive smell, like mine is always there. It doesn't go back. It doesn't disappear. So, but yeah, she said, yeah, I'm starting to smell it now. And they were really accommodating. And so I'm on a different floor, and the room to me is a lot nicer. I like the bathroom. The lighting is brighter in the bathroom. Like, the vibe is better here. So, so I'm feeling a lot happier, because I was about to be depressed in that room, if I was gonna have to deal with that. So yeah, it's just like, it's a getaway to just kind of staycation, as you would call it. And, and it's pretty much that. I have a friend, that's, a guy, and he's kind of like hanging out with me and everything. And it's good to have, for me to have that, because it's like, I don't know. I think if there had been some kind of closure between me and Dee, I would be feeling a little bit different about things. But there's no closure, and it's just been kind of hard. And I hate to even admit that, but it's been kind of hard, And I got rid of his stuff. Stephanie, that's what I was going to tell you about the other night. So I was in counseling, and the lady, she said that, she's like, it's over, Anissa, don't try to look at it like he's coming back. And when you, like, the fact that I had his stuff still in the house, like he had left some clothes, some shoes, some slippers, and things like that, and just some gifts I had, she was like, you need to get rid of those things, and I was holding on to. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, he's going to come back. You know what I mean? So I boxed up his clothes, the shoes, the comforter that we bought, the commissary, because he's in the military. I gave my niece the necklace that he gave me, because she's a Capricorn, and there's a Capricorn sign on there. The watch I gave to another niece. Purse, I never even used, the Michael Kors, and some Victoria's Secrets sprays. I gave that away. I can't. I've kept two things. I kept the Guess purse that I have now from him, and the Chanel No. 5. I'm not giving that away. I can't give that one away. So there's that. Can't let that one go. That one's just gonna have to linger or whatever and bring some memories. So, I'm like coping. I actually felt a lot better, to be honest with you, when I got the stuff out of my house. Like, I feel like, okay, it's a change. Even the comforter change is like, I don't know. It's not a constant reminder of him. So that was a good move. I was glad that that she suggested it, because I probably wouldn't have thought to do that on my own. So I like that, that she told me to do that, because I do feel a lot better. And then there's something else that I'm starting to read, this book that my sister suggested, Healing the Wounded Soul by Katie Souza. I guess that's how you say it. because that's what I'm dealing with. I never thought of it that way. I was like, wounded soul. That's what it is. That's what I'm dealing with. And it's not just because of what happened with D. It's from the past, from my ex and everything. And it's just like I still have healing that needs to take place because I have all of these. I've talked about this before, like these landmines on my heart that when people step on them, I don't know that they're there until someone steps on it and I react and I respond. And it's usually out of like, it's like that defense mode mechanism for me to protect myself, you know what I mean? From when I was dealing with, you know, my ex and stuff, because I never knew where he was coming from. And it was always like hostile and not a good place. So sometimes I don't know what people's angles are coming from. And I always I default to snapping or getting angry because it feels familiar and it's not in it, and there's no rhyme or reason. Like if I could pinpoint those things, I'd be like, oh, okay. But I don't even recognize it until after the damage is done. And that was something that me and my mom talked about and kind of worked through because we had an incident and I didn't realize that I was still wounded until, you know, this big blow up between me and my family. And I'm just like, you know, I thought I was over it. It'll be 3 years July that we've been divorced, you know? So, including the separation of time. We were separated a year and then 2 years divorce. So, I just thought I was okay because I don't have feelings for him anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm like, it's 3 years later. Like, why am I still hurt from this, you know? So, excuse me. So, the book that I'm reading hasn't got to, like, the healing process of it. It's just about her life right now, like, her past, how she was into like drugs and she was like the person that collected the money that was owed. And you look at her, you're like, her, you know, how, and it's like, I think she's about to go to jail, from what I'm reading. So I'm gonna see like how I guess how she approaches this whole wounded soul thing. So I'm sure I'll talk about it more but the little side note says break free from the pain of the past and live again. So there's that. So it's just really something I do need. It's annoying that I feel like I haven't moved or progressed that much. Like I know I have, but it's like, it just feels like defeating. I just feel like I should be moved further along, you know? And, you know, my brother-in-law, he's like, Anissa, he said, it's going to take a lot because it's mental. You know, like if people are in a physically abusive relationship, it's like you can heal from those wounds. But like when it's the mental or emotional, it takes a while. And that's what I hate. I hate that. But if I don't heal, I can't get into anything really serious with anybody anyway because I'm never going to really be okay. You know what I'm saying? They can be perfect, but I'm going to find something like to snap at or be, you know, and I won't be the best me for them. And so it's probably best that I'm at the place that I'm at right now. And so I'm working on things. I'm working on me. And I, you know, I have this new job that I'm excited about working online, but it's based out of Arizona. It's a high school, online high school. And they're flying me out to Arizona next week. And so that should be fun. And I will probably talk about that when I'm out there because I know it's going to be super hot. And so, but it'll be a way to get away and to meet, you know, my coworkers. And it's just going to be something like a new step for me. And I just need to focus on that, I guess, right now. You know, the relationships will come when I'm ready. And I know that. So, and I don't need to focus on work and a relationship anyway because it's too much work. I can only focus on one thing at a time. All right, so there's that. And I'm actually doing okay. So I'll make sure to see how to record how I'm doing next week. See how I'm feeling. The aftermath of tonight. Let's see if there's any emotions. I'll probably drink a lot to drown my sorrows. All right, until next time.